Heart Eyes is a 2025 slasher film that takes place in Seattle and revolves around a serial killer known as Heart Eyes who targets couples on Valentine's Day. Allie, played by Olivia Holtz, is a marketing executive struggling after a breakup. She ends up almost losing her job, but coincidentally, she meets her new boss, or the new head of the project, who she met earlier in a meet cute, named Jay, played by Mason Gooding. To salvage their company's latest ad campaign, which Allie was in charge of and ruined, Jay awkwardly asks her out to dinner on Valentine's Day. The two aren't really getting along, but accidentally bump into Allie's ex-boyfriend. Because of this, Allie ends up kissing Jay, and our serial killer known as Heart Eyes mistakenly thinks that these two are a couple and targets them for the rest of the evening. Allie and Jay are thrust into a deadly game of cat and mouse, and now they have to team up to try to take down the evil Heart Eyes before he kills them. This movie absolutely sucks. This is the worst thing I've seen in 2025 thus far, and I don't know. This is unbelievably bad. This is so bad. This is as bad as It's a Wonderful Knife, and surprisingly enough, it was written. One of the writers wrote It's a Wonderful Knife, and it's probably Chat GPT or Grok. That's what wrote this story, because this is horrible. This is dialogue from the movie right here. Listen to this.
What kind of an animal would do this?
Probably some incel virgin troll living in his mommy's basement.
Assuming it's a man.
Shaw's got a fetish for betas.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. I don't know how it has such a high rating. The kills aren't even that cool. There's only one cool kill, I would say. It's in the beginning of the film. And you kind of could pick out who the bad guy was, pretty much. At least one of them. Shocker, there's more than one. It's from the producers of Scream. This is just absolute trash. This is the worst thing I've seen. And I know it's kind of hard to write slasher films nowadays when everyone has smartphones, and unless you're in a secluded area, you could call 911, they can come, and it could take forever. But when you're in a major city, then again, I was in Louisiana once and a guy got robbed and they asked me for help. And I called 911 and they stood on the phone for an hour and they weren't gonna come help him. They said, no, we're not sending a unit. We're trying to get your information because we're not sending cops to you. So we had to call him a cab to get to, and we paid for it, to get him to his hotel, and he had to figure out how he was gonna get inside. But nonetheless, this movie, everything is such perfect timing. They're running away, they're about to call the cops, and this guy is just fantastic. He throws a knife and it breaks the phone. Can't call the cops. They go to a park, a drive-in movie theater, and he starts killing everyone, which was cool. It was cool. But it was ridiculous at the same time, because all those people there, nobody's gonna call the cops. Everybody in Seattle knows about this Heart Eyes serial killer because this is like the third year he's out. He hasn't been caught yet. And then the ending was so ridiculous. It was like, oh Lord. I think the girl from Fast and the Furious is in this. This was awful. It was one cool part at the very end, but altogether, and their romance is so pathetic. And this girl, she sounds like Mila Kunis. I couldn't stop hearing Mila Kunis from this actress Olivia Holt. That's all I heard the entire time. And him, every time he just looked like he was so in love. It was like overacting. Anyway, the whole film is this is the AI wrote this. The dialogue is trash. There's only certain parts where I guess a human touched up the dialogue, which was a little bit okay, but in general, it was terrible. It was trying too hard to be a romantic comedy, funny, but it was stupid. Then they had a lot of stupid jokes in here too. This is just trash. This is zero. I'm giving this nothing. This is pure doo-doo. Another pure doo-doo. All right. Anyway, if you saw Heart Eyes, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the film. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace. Don't go see Heart Eyes.